Have you ever wondered if you could hop into a time machine, travel back to witness historical events, or jump forward to see the future unfold? Imagine the possibilities. But let's take a step back and think about the concept of time travel. It's not as straightforward as hopping into a DeLorean and hitting 88 miles per hour. There are some serious paradoxes to consider. One of the most famous of these is the grandfather paradox. Picture this. You time travel back to when your grandfather was a young lad, and somehow you prevent him from meeting your grandmother. This would mean one of your parents wouldn't be born, and consequently, neither would you. But if you weren't born, how could you have traveled back in time to prevent your grandparents from meeting? It's a mind-bending loop, isn't it? So, if time travel could result in such paradoxes, how could it ever be possible? Let's delve deeper into this in our next scene. Well, according to Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, time travel might not be such a distant dream. Now let's take a quick journey into Einstein's mind, shall we? Einstein's theory of relativity is all about how we experience space and time. In simple terms, this theory suggests that space and time are woven together into a four-dimensional fabric called space-time. Now here's where things get really interesting. Einstein proposed that massive objects like planets or stars can warp this space-time fabric, creating a sort of dip or curve. This is what we feel as gravity. Ever wondered why you aren't floating off into space right now? Well, you have this warping of space-time to thank for that. But how does this relate to time travel, you ask? Well, if gravity can bend space, it can also bend time. This is a phenomenon known as time dilation. Essentially, the stronger the gravitational pull, the slower time passes. This has been proven time and again with precise timekeeping instruments like atomic clocks. Now here's where we venture into the realm of the hypothetical. If we could manipulate this space-time fabric to an extreme degree, we could theoretically create a shortcut or a wormhole. These wormholes are like bridges in space-time, connecting two distant points. If you've ever folded a piece of paper and poked a hole through it, you've got the basic idea. Now, if these wormholes could be stabilized, a big if, mind you, they could potentially allow for faster-than-light travel, or even time travel. Imagine being able to step through a doorway and emerge in a completely different time and place. Sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? So, while we can't pack our bags for a time travel vacation just yet, Einstein's theory gives us some food for thought. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to turn this science fiction into science fact. But for now, let's continue exploring the fascinating possibilities that our universe holds. And if Einstein's theory wasn't enough, let's venture into the fascinating world of quantum mechanics. Now this is where things get really interesting and a little bit weird. Quantum mechanics is the branch of physics that deals with the tiniest particles in the universe, things like electrons and photons. In this incredibly small world, the rules of classical physics that we're used to don't always apply. One of the most mind-boggling aspects of quantum mechanics is the concept of superposition. This is the idea that particles can be in multiple places at the same time. Yes, you heard that right. It's like being at the grocery store and the cinema simultaneously. It defies our everyday logic. But in the quantum world, this is perfectly normal. Now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with time travel? Well, some scientists believe that if particles can exist in multiple places at the same time, they might also be able to exist in multiple times. This is known as quantum superposition of different times. Let's break it down. Imagine a quantum particle that exists in a state of superposition. It's not just in one place, but in many. Now extend that idea to time. The particle is not just existing now, but it's also existing yesterday and tomorrow, all at the same time. This is the essence of time travel in the quantum realm. However, before you start planning your quantum time travel vacation, it's important to remember that this is all theoretical. We don't have any concrete evidence that this is possible. Plus, even if it is, it's unlikely that humans could ever experience it. We're just too big to exist in a state of superposition. So, in the quantum world, time travel could be happening all around us, just not in a way we can perceive. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? Time travel, as we understand it, may not be possible, but in the strange tiny world of quantum mechanics, who knows? But the question remains, will we ever be able to time travel? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The challenges of time travel are monumental to say the least. Firstly, the energy requirements are staggering. We're talking about a quantity equivalent to the energy of an entire star. And then there's the mind-bending intricacies of paradoxes. Imagine going back in time and accidentally preventing your own birth. Sounds like a plot for a sci-fi movie, right? Yet despite these hurdles, research into time travel continues unabated. Scientists are delving into the mysteries of wormholes, quantum physics, and the very fabric of space-time itself. While these concepts might sound like they're straight out of a science fiction novel, they are very much at the forefront of contemporary scientific thought. While we can't say for sure if time travel will become a reality, the science behind it continues to intrigue and inspire us. Before we close, remember to subscribe to the channel for more mind-bending discussions. We've taken quite a journey today, haven't we? From the paradox of time travel, through the bends and warps of Einstein's theory of relativity, to the mysterious quantum realm, and finally pondering upon the big question: will we ever time travel? We've delved deep into the realms of time and space, and if you're anything like me, you're probably left with more questions than answers. That's the beauty of science, always pushing us to learn more, to question more, to explore further. So what are your thoughts? Do you think we'll ever manage to conquer time, or is it a frontier that will forever remain beyond our grasp? The comment section is your platform to share your thoughts, theories, and perhaps even your own time travel stories. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself on a journey through time.